just like your family's car or truck, the F-16 Fighting Falcon needs constant maintenance and repairs. Most maintenance on the F-16 can be performed with the engine installed in the jet, but for certain major maintenance, the entire engine must be removed.
Basically what happened was engine shop found a bad hydraulic line. They weren't able to repair the hydraulic line with the motor installed in the aircraft, so we had to pull the motor out so they could get access to the hydraulic line and replace it.
Before the crew can take the engine out of the airframe, the jet has to be disarmed. Airmen carefully remove each weapon from the F-16's wings so maintenance can be performed safely. Once the weapons were removed, maintainers started separating the engine from the airframe. It took over an hour to separate the engine from the airframe, and then the crew slowly and carefully pulled the engine from the aircraft.
When you get towards the very back, because the motor weighs so much and puts such a burden on the airframe, as you start pulling it out, the airframe will settle up. And when you get close to the end, right before you come off the aircraft, you want to make sure you're sitting nice and level so that the motor doesn't settle down or up as it comes out of the aircraft, or vice versa with the aircraft jumping up or down when you pull it out.
With the engine safely removed, the hydraulic line will be replaced, and the maintainers will continue repairing and maintaining the other F-16s in the squadron. Senior Airman Anthony Hetledge, Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.
The F-16 Fighting Falcon can fly at more than 1,300 miles per hour. A lot of air has to move through the engine to fly at those speeds. Once the F-16 lands, Senior Airman Philip Easter enters the engine inlet to do a post-flight inlet inspection. This ensures that no damage was caused by any debris it may have picked up during taxiing or flight. For the South Carolina Air National Guard, I'm Master Sergeant Carl Clegg.
Sound of freedom. Can't put it any better than that. My name is Staff Sergeant Cody Bars. I've been in the Air Force for just about 7 years. My job title is an aerospace propulsion mechanic. As an aerospace propulsion mechanic, we're in charge of and responsible for the upkeep and maintenance of the F-15 fighter engine. What I love about my job, coming to work every day, get to hang out with the guys that are pretty much the same as you are, Also the pride you take in your job, watching an aircraft take off and know it's a single engine fighter, so there's not a lot of room for error at all. You're putting a pilot's life in your hands, so you got to make sure everything you do is done exactly how it should be according to TO. I love hearing the sound of our jets take off, simply because you take a lot of pride in what you do out here, and knowing that you've either worked on that engine or you built something that you've helped tear down or inspect that engine, and seeing it take off and fly through the air successfully and come back is something you take pride in.